The scheduled rates functionality in Omni lets users define rates for specific scopes and activities. So this way, let's say you have a scope for concrete, you can define a special rate for that concrete, including a rate analysis. This way, when you use that scope in your project plan, then the rate is carried forward and it speeds up your estimation process. So to demonstrate that, let's log into Omni as a portal user. You can also do this as a project manager, but we'll do it as a portal user. So let's view the set of predefined rates first. Let's go to Projects, WBS Template. And let's expand this building construction package, and then the parent scope group external part of structure. And then let's go to the scope group concrete work. So under concrete work, we have all these scopes. Now let's check out this particular scope, M25 grade concrete using cement at 330 kg per cubic meter. So let's click on the edit link for that scope. And we see a predefined rate of 14,031 rupees per cubic meter of this particular scope. So we can click on the rate analysis button here, and this tells us how this rate of 14,031 rupees per cubic meter has been built up. So these are the different resources necessary to make 1 cubic meter of this particular scope, and these are the different resources. So you need this aggregate, you need this coarse sand, you need this Portland cement, this plasticizer, this is the production cost of the batch mixing plant, the pumping charges of concrete, etc., the labor costs from mason, beldar, bishti, vibrator, water charges, and overhead as well. So you've got other expenses, which is basically overhead. So all of these expenses together add up to 14,031 rupees and 20 paise, which is the per cubic meter rate of this particular scope. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use this scope in a particular job, and that'll speed up our estimation process. So we'll proceed by creating a job. And we'll use the business unit that contains that package. Let's let this be an execution. Yes, so it's this job G33. This is the job that got created. So let's view that job. So it doesn't have any scopes, doesn't have any BOQs. So let's add a set of BOQs to it, and we'll upload BOQs to this. And for that, let's open the BOQ upload file that we've prepared. So this is the BOQ upload file that we prepared earlier. So we'll replace the job code with G33. That's the job code that we have, and these are the different BOQs. Let's save this. Let's choose the file. Let's click on submit. And these are the BOQs to be uploaded for the job G33. Let's click on process upload. And let's go back to the job G33 again. And we've got the BOQs that we uploaded, 414 BOQs. So let's now take the scopes from the WBS. Let's click on scopes and click on copy from WBS. So this will copy over the packages and the different scopes that we had for the business unit house, which is what this job belongs to. And it's there. So in this building construction, we'll have concrete work, and then all the different things that we had for underneath concrete work are all here. So now let's link this concrete work scope to the BOQ. So let's take the civil items, one of the civil items, and let's say this one, construction of all concrete roads. We can take that. This is a 3.75 meter road, so we'll just add this to that scope. So let's take building construction, let's take external part of structure, let's take concrete work, and let's say we'll take one of the, I think we'll just take this first one and we'll link this scope. And this is the BOQ, this is the road, and we've linked this to it. So we've got a rate to this. Let's add a particular quantity for this scope as well, because we've got 100 meters of this road. So we'll say how much concrete we need. Let's say you need maybe 1 cubic meter of concrete per meter of the road. So we'll put this as 100 cubic meters of concrete that we need. So let's change this to 100 cubic meter. Let's also change the date of this so that it's a little bit more realistic. Let's say we start from the 1st of February and we'll end on the 28th of February. Let's click on save. So what we're saying is that for this particular scope, we need about 100 cubic meter of this particular scope, which is concrete, and we're going to execute this from the 1st of February to the 28th of February. So let's go back to the BOQ list again, and let's expand the road item, and this is 3.75. this is my cost, and it's basically 12,546 rupees that I will be needing, and this is the rate that I will get. So now we have linked, what we just did was we linked a scope. The scope had a standard rate, and presumably it also had a rate analysis. So now we're going to get whatever the rate analysis and whatever resources that had already been pre-assigned to this scope for per cubic meter of this scope. So let's go into estimates. Let's click on add, and let's say click on create schedule estimate. So we'll just make a note of this, and let's say it's a yes. And let's go to civil items. Let's go to construction of road. Let's go to this, and this is the resource, this is the scope that we had linked to this particular BOQ. Let's click on the magnifying glass to view the resources. And then these resources got copied over directly from the schedule rates. So I did not have to manually add any of these. these automatically got added, and this built up this particular estimated cost. So basically what I'm saying is, for making 100 cubic meter of this concrete, I need 12,54,696 rupees. Now another requirement related to this is that after I've linked all of the different scopes, all of the different BOQs, I should get some report which tells me what is the total amount of material that I need for the duration of this project, and on a month-to-month basis, what is the duration, what is the project material requirement. So for that, let's go to analytics, let's go to projects. And let's go to material monthly budget. And let's choose G33. Let's do a view report. And then this is the total quantity of cement that I need, total quantity of coarse sand that I need, total quantity of aggregate that I need. So this, all of this came from this schedule rate estimate that I copied over.